That's right, guys. There's something new here. There's something new here. It's not the screen here. It's not the lights. It's the dragon right behind me. Ah, look at this dragon, huh? Ah, look at this dragon. Also, oh yeah, I got a dragon as well, so there's that as well. So, you know, put the comments, in the comments down below how good I look, Oh, yeah. Welcome back to CinePauly Reviews. It's been a while since I did that intro. Let's get this review going. How to Train Your Dragon, the live action in 2025. This is directed by DeBlois, which he has also directed the animated version of it, as well as the second part as well as Leon Stitch, the animated version, and the Wild Robot. He knows a lot about animation, but this is a live action, so sometimes when animators that have done amazing jobs at animated movies and they go to live action, sometimes it doesn't really go together. So if you're new to the How to Train Your Dragon franchise, then the first one, it is about on the rugged island of Berk, a Viking boy named Hiccup defies centuries of tradition by befriending a dragon named Toothless. However, when an ancient threat emerges that endangers both species, Hiccup's friendship with Toothless becomes the key to forging a new future together. They must navigate to the declared path towards peace, soaring beyond the boundaries of their world, and redefining what it means to be a hero and a leader. That is one of the longest plots that I had to read in this channel. So I came into this film only watching How to Train Your Dragon 2, because I went to go see that one. So I came into this not knowing what happened in the first one. But what I have to say about this is that I had a good time. Apparently, from what I read, is that this live action is the same thing as what happened in the animated version. So if you enjoyed the animated version, then you're going to definitely like this. The music in this is absolutely beautiful. The music composer that composed the animated version also composed the live action. So basically what they did is bring everything from the animated version to the live action. Music composer, director, Jared Butler. I got to get a shout out to Jared Butler. He plays Stoic, Hiccup's father. Since I saw the second movie, I can pretty much say that that animated version of the persona of Stoic there is the same one of the live action that Jared Butler embraces as well, but with a little more muscular, more of a way of being a Viking, rugged. And also gotta give a shout out to the person that played Hiccup, Mason Thames, I believe his name is. He did such a very good job, and I believe he also was in the Black Phone 1. I don't recall him. He was probably really young, because him being Hiccup, if somebody told me, hey, that's a person, that's the kid from Black Phone 1, I would be like, what? No, that's not him. That can't be him, because he's so unrecognizable when it comes to that. But I gotta say, he plays Hiccup very well, very awkward, very trying to just fit in, and very kind of quirky as well. And the other thing I want to say that's positive is that I am glad that they just kept the designs of the dragons the same, no extra tail, no extra stuff. Like the CGI is very much CGI, but I enjoy the fact that they kept the design of all the dragons. Yes, you can tell that it's CGI, especially there's one scene where Hiccup picks up Astrid, and you can tell it's CGI from the actor she's holding on, and you can just tell like, oh my god, that's a green screen, they put CGI, and that's the only thing that kind of made me like, that's so even like little kids that are probably like 5 years old, they'd be like,
that seems a little off.
I wish they kind of re-looked at that, re-edited it, and made it a little bit better, but I'm nitpicking at this point, And of course, speaking of Astrid, I didn't believe the chemistry between Hiccup and Astrid, because obviously in the animated version it's more you know, very wholesome and very loving. But in this is very, I don't know, she plays Astrid in a way of being, I want to win against you, Hiccup, you know? In the animated version, she was a little more, you know, with more expressions, more extra in a way. But in the live action, the actress that plays Astrid is very more mellow and more, I guess you can say more depressing in a way. Like, she doesn't show that much expression. The only expression that she actually had was very much like this. Or, I don't know, the chemistry between them, it wasn't, because, and it sucks, because in the animated version you can tell that there's chemistry. Obviously it's animated and whatnot, but considering that this is a live action now, they should have just made this chemistry more believable, more loving, but I didn't believe it. I didn't believe that they had any chemistry whatsoever. I just believed that she hated this guy's guts. But with that being said, let's do this. How to Train Your Dragon live action 2025. Do I recommend it? I absolutely do. Like I said in the beginning, if you enjoyed the animated version, you're going to enjoy this live action because it's basically the same thing. It was very nice. There was one part, you know, where I did almost tear up because stuff happens. So, you know, I would have to give this a 7.5 out of 10. I had a good time, you know. It wasn't the best, but, you know, it also wasn't the worst. What did you guys think of How to Train Your Dragon, the live action version? What is your actual favorite? Do you enjoy the animated version or do you enjoy the live action version a little bit more? Honestly, it's the same thing for me, but put your opinions in the comments down below. Guys, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel. As always, I have been Pauly. This has been CinePauly Reviews. That is all, guys.